Next up on WTV, theater puts the finishing touches on their UIL show, biology students take a spin on reviews, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today's Tuesday, February 27th, and I'm Caitlyn Kleibert with another daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. With Black History Month coming to an end this week, WTV's Kennedy Williams takes a deeper look into the opinions of internalized racism on campus.
A wide range of cultures fall under the terms Black or African American, and each is unique in its own way.
Me, myself personally, I consider myself 100% Black, but I am two different ethnicities. So my mom is actually Ethiopian and my dad is African American.
Well, my dad is Black and my mom is white, so I'm biracial. It's kind of different. Like, I feel like white people don't think I'm white, but they don't know what I am usually, but they just know like I'm not white. But Black people usually assume I'm Black and then they take me in more.
Well, I mean, both my parents came from the same part of Nigeria in Calabar, and my dad came here when he was 16 and my mom came here when she was 18 for college, and they both found themselves at OU. So they're both, I'm first generation African American and they're both immigrants from here, but they came at different times. Within
the African American race, a social issue known as internalized racism has resurfaced numerous times in the past centuries. Defined by the TAARM as an acceptance of racial views, stereotypes, or biases within one's own ethnic group, Black people undoubtedly experience these prejudices even within their own race.
I definitely see dark-skinned Black men and women, and they're definitely treated worse than I am in most cases because, I mean, since I can remember, lighter skin has always been more, like, generally more beautiful to society, so they're treated better than people with darker skin.
Although America has improved by providing African Americans all the opportunities of their white counterparts, no legislation can eliminate the impact of bias towards the lighter complexion. This can be seen in all levels, but it essentially begins in front of a screen.
Because you see it so much on like social media and even in like movies, I don't think they do it intentionally, but like you see how, you know, people with lighter skin colors are always like romanticized and are always a love interest or are always, you know, the first choice.
And Marvel movies are things that kids look up to. They want to be superheroes, you know. And when you're a little kid and you watch a Marvel movie, you want to be represented because you want those people to look like you. So I feel like Black Panther is a big step not only for little kids, but it's a big step for society in general, to everyone.
The school takes pride in its embracement of diversity, but Red Hawks also pride themselves in being the ultimate connoisseurs of pop culture. Like any social media user or movie fan, students subconsciously embed bias into their brains. As a result, this internalized racism travels even in classrooms.
Obvious ways that I've seen it is kind of just between peers. You'll often see, like, as I said, like romantic desirability. Everybody wants that, you know, light, bright, beautiful, light-skinned, yellow-boned girl. That's the girl in the music videos. That's what's considered more attractive, sexy. And so you'll see that when you try dating in high school, trying to make friends.
I think people think that it's not as shocking when you see like a mixed race person who has like a lot of white friends. But when people who like see like a dark skinned person who has a lot of white friends, people automatically like, oh, they're an Oreo, they're this, they're that, they're whitewashed.
This isn't to say that the lives of Red Hawks are constantly coated with racial bias, however. Students agree that the majority of their experiences reflect the willingness of the student body to accept those who do not look like them.
That's the thing about Liberty. It's like we're very diverse, so I feel like there's a lot of times where people do act like the stereotypes, and there are people who you think would act like the stereotype, but they don't. So that's what I feel about like Liberty. Not everything is like, you know, the stereotype or the cliche or whatever it is. Like, people just act how they act.
I have friends who are the palest people you'll ever see in your life, and then I also have friends who are dark. Like, I have friends mixed in between, Black, white, mixed, Hispanic, Asian. I have all kinds of friends. Like, as long as your personality, as long as I like your personality, don't care what your skin color is, I'll be friends with you.
Nobody knows the secret to combating racial bias, but there are little things that students believe will make a big difference.
If you're gonna accept one part of a culture, you should be open to exploring and accepting the other parts of the culture.
If people who are like racist to like anybody whatsoever, like just open your mind up. Like, we're all the same. We all made up with the same stuff. At the end of the day, we all gonna end up dead, so might as well support each other over here.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kennedy Williams.
Biology students were running around campus to help review for their next test. WTV's Michael Clarke has the details.
Teachers created 22 missions on an app called Goose Chase that would help students review for the Evolution and Ecology CBA. Some of the vocabulary included in the Goose Chase was gradualism, disruptive selection, and natural selection. As the students finished the missions, they were awarded points for submitting videos, text responses, or pictures for each mission, while their teacher looked at the responses to make sure they were accurate. Reporting for WTV, I am Michael Clarke.
Soccer continues district play tonight. Here's today's Sports Minute.
Though basketball season is officially over, soccer season is still in full swing with both boys and girls taking on Frisco High tonight. After a win against Lone Star last week, the girls' team sits alone in 4th place, the final playoff spot with 5 games left in district play. The girls will kick off at 7 o'clock at Frisco High. The boys will be taking on the Raccoons tonight as well. After a tough loss against Lone Star, the boys are looking to bounce back and secure a solid win.
We've been preparing to play Frisco by being more aggressive on the ball, and before the game we like to get pumped up and focused so we can play hard.
The boys kick off at 7:30 at home. This is Maddie D'Addario with Wingspan TV.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Neha Paramala brings you today's announcements.
WTV will be hosting a contest for the Red Hawk Romance couples. Until Friday, March 9th, the couple who gets the most views on their video will receive at least a $50 gift card, with the second-place winner possibly receiving a gift card as well. Girls soccer plays Frisco at Frisco tonight at 7. Boys soccer plays Frisco tonight at home at 7:30. Track and field compete in the Frisco Invitational Thursday at Memorial Stadium. Girls soccer plays Wakeland Friday at Toyota Stadium at 5:30. Boys soccer plays Wakeland Friday at Toyota Stadium at 7:30. NHS applications are currently available in the front office, room C216 and room C215 for current sophomores and juniors interested in joining. Applications are due Friday, March 2nd. Return completed applications to Mrs. Bennett in room C216 or Miss Epps in room C215. If you're a current sophomore or junior, applications for 2018-19 Student Council are available for pickup in room C230. Applications are due to room C230 on March 7th by 4:15. LHS cheer tryouts are March 8th. All applications must be submitted by March 5th. If you have any questions, contact Coach Stevens in room E100. 2018-19 ISM applications are available now and are posted around the school and on the door of room E106. Today's feature profile on Black History Month is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was an African former heavyweight champion boxer and one of the greatest sporting figures of the 20th century. He was an Olympic gold medalist and the first fighter to capture the heavyweight title 3 times. Ali's outspokenness on issues of race, religion, and politics made him a controversial figure during his career. Born Cassius Clay Jr., Ali changed his name in 1964 after joining the Nation of Islam. Citing his religious beliefs, he refused military induction and was stripped of his heavyweight championship and banned from boxing for 3 years during the prime of his career, but he remained active as a humanitarian goodwill ambassador.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This has been Caitlyn Kleibert from Wingspan TV.